Hello, it's Terry Jo with Storytime. Our story today, one of my favorite illustrators is Peter H. Reynolds, and this is a book that he wrote called Say Something. I just love his adorable pictures there. So you know how I like to take the cover off the book? Well, look what I took off. I like when I take it off and there's a surprise. The world needs your voice. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so let's see. And look, has some encouraging words here in the middle. I mean, in the front. I won't read them though. And I'm going to read. This is illustrated and written by Peter H. Reynolds, Peter Hamilton Reynolds, and this is his dedication to Emma Gonzalez and all people who are brave enough to say something. It's going to make me cry. And move the world to a better place, inspiring others to do the same. Isn't that beautiful? The world needs your voice. Mine? Yes, yours. Go ahead. It doesn't need to be perfect as long as it's from your heart. You don't have to be loud. Powerful words can be a whisper. You can say something in so many ways, with words, with action, with creativity. If you see someone lonely, say something by just being there for them. If you see an empty canvas, say something with your brush. If you see an empty lot, say something by planting a seed and watching it bloom. If you see someone being hurt, say something by being brave. Hey, stop, he said. If you have a brilliant idea, say something with confidence. Eureka, he said. Hi, Michelle. If you want to show the world who you are, say something with style. Ta-da! If you are angry, say something to help people understand. You made me feel invisible. That really hurt. Now, in this case, the person says, I'm really sorry. In some cases, they don't say that. They might even say something mean back again. Be prepared for that and be brave, right? If you see an injustice, say something peacefully. Various signs of no more hurting people. Peace. Inspire others to do the same. And what I want to say about this part, you don't have to say anything to inspire them. Just do what you do by saying something. It inspires people. It doesn't inspire them to take action, and it inspires them to reflect. Like, what can I do? Can I do something? When I want courage like that, right? Sometimes you'll say something and no one will be listening, but keep saying what is in your heart, and you will find someone who listens. Keep saying it, and you may be surprised to find the whole world listening. If you are grateful for being alive, quietly say something to the stars, to the universe. I love that picture. Some people find it easier to say something than others, but everyone has something to say. You can look at their little comments down there. I believe, I wish, I hope, I imagine, right? So when you're ready, say something. Your voice can inspire, heal, and transform. Your voice can change the world. Are you ready to say something? Hmm. You look the little blank spots. That's for you to say something. So I want to share a couple of things about this story that I think are very pivotal. When I first read it, I'm in a place where I'm really enjoying quiet and very aware of useless chatter, like people just talking to fill space. So when I first got this book, I was like, and sometimes silence says a lot. So that's what I want to say. Sometimes silence and loving through your eyes sends volumes. And sometimes just acts of kindness without saying anything speaks volumes. So it's not always like words. That's what I like where he said, say something with your brush, right? Your paintbrush. Say something with planting a garden. So that's obviously where he's coming from. And sometimes the quiet and the emptiness of the space feels delicious if we can learn to be comfortable in that. And then the other thing I want to say is for those of us who are very outspoken, I'm one of those people. I just want to share that I wasn't always that way. I was very shy as a kid. I was very frustrated. I felt life was very unfair. I was very sad. And I wanted to be popular. I wanted to be pretty. I wanted to be smart. And I didn't feel like I was any of those things. I felt very awkward. I felt very uncool. I felt just kind of dorky. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm sure some of you might be able to relate to this. I never felt like I was like other people and like I was good and awesome, you know? That took years and years of work. Like, same with finding courage to say something. That took years of fumbling around, saying the wrong thing, hurting people's feelings, being brash, being abrupt. I'm still sometimes having to apologize for being too intense or too direct or too bossy or too opinionated or too controlling. That's part of my shadow. But I just wanted to share that with you. So if you're feeling quiet, it's just take one step and say something to someone you feel safe with. And be prepared that that person may not receive it. They may not be interested. They may end up turning the conversation into being about themselves. A lot of people are very self-centered and narcissistic and lonely. And I don't mean that as a judgment. It's just literally when you say something, it reminds them of themselves and then they have to say something. I was so guilty of that for so many years. So that's why I'm saying it's not a judgment. I have an awareness and a compassion for it. I understand it. And that was a needing of attention that I didn't even know existed. But start speaking. Say something in your journal. Say something to a friend. Say something through an art project. Say something through movement. Say something through an act of kindness. And then the third thing I want to share is a little extra commentary on StoryTime, which I may start doing, is I have been doing Rise and Shine. I think today is my 21st day. Every day, the first day I think there was like 10 people on. Every day since then, there have been 0, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 people now listening to this. But a lot of days it's 1, 2, or 0. And my ego doesn't like that. My ego does not like that I don't have an audience. I put time and energy into this. You know, I feel it's really special. I want to share. That makes my heart happy. But you know what the Spirit says when I get into that ego stance of like, I'm not going to do it anymore because nobody even cares and nobody's listening. Spirit says, if even one person is listening, that's who you do it for. And even more than that, do you enjoy it? And the truth is, I absolutely love doing story time. Love it. And I love doing my Rise and Shine. It makes me so happy. And so Spirit's very clear. You're not doing it for numbers. This is why it's funny to me, all the people that want to go viral and want to be a YouTuber and all that. You know, I do feel that most of those people that have become successful are not overnight successes. I feel they put in their due diligence and they kept enduring and they kept doing it. And maybe some people never get that kind of level of success, and that's okay. Maybe you're just meant to help one person in this world. Maybe I'm meant to help one person in this world. So, but saying something, speaking up, taking a chance, being brave, doing something different, speaking up when someone's being bullied, that all takes courage. So I just want to applaud you for being brave and courageous. And thank you for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed our story, Say Something by Peter H. Reynolds. Bye.